Imagine you have to pick your favorite way to play. Would you rather build a giant, heavy block castle that takes up your bedroom floor, or would you pick a cool folding toy that slips right into your pocket? Computers are actually exactly like these two toys. Inside every computer is a magic brain, and engineers build these brains to do two very different kinds of work. First, we have the desktop PC. Think of a desktop like that giant block castle. It is big, it is heavy, and it is built to stay in exactly one place, usually sitting right on top of a desk. Then we have the laptop. The laptop is like that clever folding toy. It bends in half, snaps shut, and slides perfectly into your backpack so you can take it outside on an adventure. When you pick a computer, you are really making a choice between a giant brain built to stay comfortably at home and a clever brain built to shrink down and travel the world. Let's see what happens when we ask both of these magic toys to run a very fast race, like playing a massive video game for hours. This diagram shows a laptop's inside. Because pieces are squished together to fit your backpack, heat from the hardworking brain quickly fills the empty space. Full of hot air, it gets tired, slowing down to catch its breath. This next animation shows a desktop running the same race. Built like an open castle, it has empty room to breathe. Spinning fans push cool wind through the walls, blowing hot air away, keeping the brain cool and fast. If you want to run fast in a video game all day long, the giant desktop will always win because it can breathe. The tiny, squished laptop will eventually need to slow down and take a rest. To be strong enough to play those big games, both of these magic brains need to eat a special kind of food called electricity. The desktop stays home, which means it gets to plug a cable straight into the wall. That wall gives the desktop an endless buffet of food that never ever runs out. With endless wall food pouring in, the desktop can use its maximum superhero strength every single second of the day without worrying. This diagram shows the laptop. Traveling away from home, it unplugs and carries food in a tiny tummy called a battery. Lifting heavy things eats this food too fast, emptying the battery until it falls fast asleep. Endless wall food makes the desktop the strongest hero in the house. Carrying a little battery tummy makes the laptop a little weaker, but it gets to walk right out the front door. Let's jump a few years into the future. Eventually, all of these magic toys get old, and they start moving a little too slow to play the newest games. Because the laptop was glued together perfectly to stay thin for your backpack, you can't easily open it up to change the old parts inside. You are stuck with it exactly the way it was made. The desktop castle has a special trick. It was built with big, empty slots inside, perfectly designed to be taken apart and rebuilt, piece by piece. This diagram shows fixing a desktop. Instead of throwing the whole castle away, you pull off the oldest block and snap on a brand new, super fast piece. This shares energy with everything, making the computer feel incredibly fast again. The desktop lives a much longer life because you can grow it with new blocks over time. A laptop is wonderful for a few years, but it stays the exact same until you buy a whole new one. A laptop is for someone who wants to draw a picture under a tall tree in the park, take their brain to school to study, and travel in cars or airplanes. There is no perfect magic brain. There is only the best tool for the specific adventure you want to go on today. The next time you see your parent typing on a computer, tap them on the shoulder and ask them, "Are you playing with a castle today or a transformer?"